Hello. Today we want to talk about gun control. We believe gun control is a huge topic of interest in today's society, particularly because of the significant rise of mass shootings in the United States. The definition of mass shootings is when 4 or more people are killed, excluding the shooter himself. Research shows that most mass shooters tend to kill him or herself after the event occurs. This is because of the steady rise in mental health issues in the United States.
That pretty much all the public health measures are going in the wrong direction, and teen suicide is one of the most troubling. It's going up, the rate is going up even faster for African American teens, but they're at a lower level. But teens are being diagnosed more for mental health and for major depression. That, of course, doesn't necessarily mean there is more, but there's more of a recognition that they have major depression, which often leads to suicide, and there's a lack of treatment.
The Second Amendment of the Constitution, written in 1791, states that all U.S. citizens have the right to bear arms. But should this be the case? We are here today to inform you all about both sides and viewpoints of this right. One viewpoint that we believe most Americans take is that citizens should be able to bear arms with certain limitations. We all know that everybody can receive guns illegally, so in order to protect ourselves, we should be allowed to have a weapon for defensive purposes only. Now, the limitation we believe would work would be to give a psych evaluation for anyone looking to purchase a gun. This would help in controlling gun violence, particularly in those with mental health issues.
Stricter gun laws are introduced.
What specifically do we need, Audrey?
Well, I believe it's stronger background checks. I believe they also need to be able to track the deaths from guns. And I think people in the healthcare field also should have a greater say because they see the carnage that guns cause, good and bad.
Another viewpoint given by extremists would be a total ban of weapons throughout all of the United States. We believe there are some pros and cons of this viewpoint. One pro would be that there would be a significant amount of guns taken off the streets, which in some way will help with gun control. But a con would be guns can still be obtained illegally, and in that case, the only people you are taking guns away from would be the good people.
2 points. Number one, if you actually banned guns, it's going to primarily affect non-criminals. And that's the non-controversial part of what I'll have to say. And secondly, there's a harm in taking guns away from good guys, which is where the controversy enters in.
The last viewpoint that one would have would be that there should be less strict gun laws. This is because citizens deserve the right to protect themselves from those who want to hurt them, and they believe that there should be no limitation on their right to do so.
Ellen, are you with us?
Yes, but I am voting that they should enforce the gun laws they have.
And explain that a little bit more, Ellen. Which ones aren't being enforced enough?
You know what? I call to give a simple answer that I do not approve of stricter ones, especially in the private area. But we don't even enforce the gun laws that we have. And the criminals will always have guns.
Ellen, to your point, this from Congressman Doug Collins, the top Republican on the House.
Focus is to get the university to change their policy firsthand, and then Virginia law would be secondhand. Our belief is that students should have the ability to protect themselves on campus as they do elsewhere in the state off campus. We feel that students should have that right as they do, like I said, off campus, because right now anyone can come onto campus, such as Virginia Tech, that incident, and do whatever they like to. And we just feel that that needs to be changed where we do have that means to protect ourselves.
In conclusion, there are many different viewpoints that one could take on this major topic. This is why gun control is such a huge debate in today's society. Some people believe that we should have stricter gun laws, and others believe we should have less strict. But in the end, it's up to the public to sway the people's mind for or against gun control. Thank you all for listening in to our talk about gun control and its policies, and we hope to have better educated you on this topic.